If you're anything like me, and I'll tell you how I am, when I was married, my ex-wife would say to me, "Were you in the dining room or were you in the rec room?" She would question me. Yes, dear, I was. How can you tell? She says there was food on the floor. So I would leave like trails of things wherever I go. That has not changed. But the man that leaves crumbs and trails of food everywhere still exists. And he also leaves trails of food on many of the things that he wears. Let me show you. Because I'm going to show you how to remove a stain today. Stay tuned. These are jeans. I'm happy to say that they are a 35-inch waist. I went from a, gosh, I'm almost embarrassed to say a 42-inch waist down to a 35, and my goal is to go to a 34. And believe me, I feel 1,000 times better. But they're hanging on a hanger here. And of course, making a double cheeseburger the other night, what did I do? I spilled mustard on my shirt and some on my pants, my jeans. Right here is the shirt. That's from Luxurious Bastard. And you can see very clearly a mustard stain, which I didn't pre-treat, which was probably my biggest mistake. That's the first thing you have to do when you have a food stain, is pre-treat it and soak it up. But I was in the middle of making a video. So I'm going to show you a couple things that I do to remove stains so you don't have to avoid wearing clothes anymore. And now it's that time of year where I am all about jeans and t-shirts and boots. So follow me as I teach you how to remove a stain effectively and not ruin your clothes. One of the first things that I do is I always spray it with water first, with just a spray bottle with water. So let's do that. Here's the pants hanging up. Just give it a spray and saturate the area. That's all. See, that's all I did. It was just saturate. That starts to loosen up the stain a little bit. Let's do the shirt. And just kind of let that soak in a little bit and saturate. See if there's any more. Nope. That's a good place to start right there. Next thing I do is just wet a toothbrush that is dedicated for cleaning stains. That's all, just wet it. I'm not putting any product on it at this point. I'm just taking the toothbrush and I'm loosening up the actual particulate matter, which you see is just already starting to loosen up. And I like the idea of a toothbrush as opposed to a scrub brush because the bristles are really tiny and they get in between the actual woven portion. I don't want any particulate matter whatsoever. It looks like I'm spreading the stain, but I'm not. I'm actually just loosening up the particulate matter. I'm going to just wet it one more time. Hold on. Give it a spray. Mustard is one of the hardest things. Actually, anything condimental like mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup are very difficult. But the key to this is truly using the toothbrush. Don't kid yourself. When you look at the bristles of a toothbrush, they're just a little bit bigger than like a human hair. A scrub brush actually will damage the weave of a garment. So even if this is a dress shirt, this is what I'm doing. Let's take a look at the pants and do the same thing. I'll give it another shot. Like that. And take the toothbrush. I just like putting it against a flat surface, like a door. They're on a hanger. And I get in there, and I'm not going back and forth like a maniac. I'm just kind of literally working in the weave, if you can see. I want those bristles to go in between the threads that make that up. All right, let's see. See, you can still see it there. Part of my stain removal arsenal is Dawn dishwashing liquid. I put it in like you know, like a hand soap pump container, and I keep it in the laundry room. So let's just put a little bit of this on, just a little bit, and rub it in like that. And then there's a couple moves that I'm going to do that will almost ensure that the stain totally disappears. Saturate it. Saturate it. This works well with grass stains and food stains and anything. Now there's two moves that I'm going to do. I will wet the stain again. Take the toothbrush. Now I will work the Dawn actually into the stain. And jeans do have a pattern. If you look very closely at jeans with a magnifying glass, they almost have, I wouldn't quite call it a herringbone pattern, but you need the bristles. Remember, I'm not going back and forth and scrubbing the actual jeans itself, because what will happen is after you wash them and dry them, there'll be like a white spot where you washed away some of the actual dye. So I just agitate the stain a little bit and get the bristles in between the fibers. That's real important. Let that sit for a minute. Next thing, the shirt. I already have the Dawn dishwashing liquid, which I find is an incredible stain remover. And I look where the stain was, and I do the same thing. I'm not scrubbing it because I don't want to see the actual abrasion on the fabric. So I'm just kind of going in a circular motion, working into the stain and making sure that the fibers, the actual bristles of the brush, get in between the weave. That's real important. Don't do this because you're literally going to create abrasion on the fabric, and then after you wash it and dry it, it'll look like it's been scrubbed. So just go in circular motions. I can see I'm holding the shirt with my hand behind it, and I can feel the bristles kind of coming through to my hand. I can actually feel them poking through. Now the last thing you're going to do, let me take this off the hanger. The last thing you're going to do is literally, you're just going to take the stain, find out where the stain is, and just go like this. Rub the fabric against each other, and just, you're totally loosening everything up. Don't be afraid to make some bubbles. Some people will actually use like seltzer water to help remove stains on delicate fabrics, which is like if you spill wine on a tablecloth, you know you can put seltzer water. That's what SodaStream is also good for as well, actually cleaning up stains, believe it or not. You can make a bottle of seltzer with a SodaStream, and you pour that fizzy water and it literally lifts the stain. All right, so that's what I did with that. Now it's pre-treated. With the pants, you can still see the stain, the yellow there. Can you see it? Let me just take this off. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going into the pocket here. And what I want to do is I want to go underneath that fabric, underneath the stain, put my finger right underneath that, and just kind of do this. I just want to show you the action. I want to limit the abrasion to just the stain area, okay? Because I like these jeans. These are special jeans to me. You want to know why? Because I haven't fit into a size 35 anything for 15 years. So the stains have been soaking. They were pre-treated. Now the key is this. I use an oxygen type product. This one is OxiClean. Spray that on the stain. That's going to really, really seal the deal. Same thing here. A few shots. I'm doing a cold water dark wash. So these will go in there. The shirt will go in there. And I like to just push things down a little bit in the water just to make sure. And I always do wash them with other clothes, towels and jeans or anything that's non-nappy, because I don't like getting fuzz on my t-shirts. So, well, good morning. It's day number 2, and I just took the laundry out of the dryer, stuck it on a hanger, and I'm going to show you exactly what my eyes saw. Stay tuned. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want more videos like that, more like solution-oriented videos, just let me know. Bang the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. I can't even begin to say that enough. Subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you get an alert every time great content like this is put up. And of course, forward the video to people who you think would benefit from it. I'm going to put links below for stuff. If you can't get out of your house and you need something delivered, the links for it will be down below through Amazon. Otherwise, everything that I used in the video is available at your local grocery store, Walmart, department store, wherever you want to go. And thanks for watching. As always, you have so many choices, but you chose to spend a couple minutes with me, and I never take that for granted. Have a great day, everybody.